testing. Hello, testing. Hello, everyone. Hi everyone, I am Nolela from Teratech, your trusted computer service and technician at Tech Solution Center that is Kompleks Karamunsing, Kota, Kinabalu. Okay. So whether you are watching this live or replay, or replay, thank you for joining. And also today we are going to deep dive into the RAM, a topic that often misunderstood but very important. And I will be covering like 3 main topics here, and then how to fix it. Yeah, never mind. I just take it. Okay, so I will be covering for 3 main topics here. The first one is how to choose the right RAM for your laptop, the difference between RAM and VRAM here, and also why upgrading the RAM can boost your laptop or PC performance here. So if you have any question here, then just don't hesitate to drop down your comments down below. Hello, Sir Jamie, welcome to the live. Okay. So I will make sure to go through everything step by step, and so let's get into it. Okay, so for the part 1 is about according to tips for choosing the right RAM for your laptop. And for first point here is you have to understand that your laptop RAM type, because this RAM comes in like different types like DDR3, DDR4 or DDR5. So DDR3, DDR4, DDR5, this category is like considered as the RAM speed, that if it's not like the technical word, but it's a RAM speed. So you cannot mix the RAM type, and then because your motherboard will only support the specific type of the RAM. If the RAM is not compatible for your laptop model or the PC desktop like that, then it will cannot boot, or will has no display at all. Yeah, so choosing the right RAM then can just booting as usual. So you can use the tools like the CPU jet or check the manufacturer specs to confirm your RAM type. If for more easier way, you can open up your task manager there, and then you enter the performance tab, and then you can see the RAM speed, and then you click the memory, then you can see the RAM speed there. So if you want to purchase online, or you want to know what is your laptop spec or PC spec, then you have to go through with this step, and then you will just get to know what is your RAM speed, and then just get the right RAM to upgrade in the future. Hello, welcome everyone. So please help to like and share this live to your friends and family out there. If you have any inquiries, just comment down below. Okay. So for second, you have to know the maximum RAM capacity. So what does it mean is some laptops only support up to 8 gig or 16 gig only, and others like the gaming laptops or high-end models then will be support up to 32 gig or more. Yeah, so that one is very important to know before you're buying, and then don't overspend on RAM that you cannot use. Okay, so hello Sima Resherber, hello, welcome to the live. Okay, so for the next point is you have to match the RAM speed here. Yeah, so the RAM speed is for example 3200 megahertz is faster than 2400 megahertz. smile for screenshot. Okay. Is it okay? Hello, recallers, ready. Hello, welcome to the live. Okay. So the RAM type is above the DDR3, DDR4, and or DDR5. That one is related to your speed as well, or the generation of the RAM. Yeah, so it's about, if it is about like the RAM speed, it will be like 3200 megahertz is faster than 2400 megahertz. So if your RAM speed is like around like 867 megahertz, that one is already stop production. So the least speed that you have, the least speed that still in production is like 1600 megahertz for now. Other than if it's like below of the 1600 megahertz, then it is stop production already. And it is only like, if there is any shop that selling, maybe there is the refurbished unit, or even like only available in 2 gig, 3 gig like that, 1 gig again. Yeah, so that one will be like very slow if you want to have a good multitasking. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the live. But the speed must match what is the motherboard support as well. So this one is related to the RAM type sphere. Okay, so mixing the RAM with the different speed, so the system will like default to the slower one. Hello Guntaru, welcome to the live. Help me to tap the screen to share support here, we appreciate it much, thank you. Okay, so which means is like if you like install the 3200 megahertz, or and one of the RAM is 2400 megahertz, then the system will like automatically default to the slower one. Yeah, so it will like detect the 2400 megahertz, that one. Okay, and for the next point is about the single or dual channel RAM. So the dual channel RAM is better performance in gaming and multitasking here. So just for example, like if you have 2 RAM slot there, and then you install like each of them is 8 gig, so total to 16 gig, right? And if you only have 1 RAM slot and then you install the 16 gig only of the RAM, then it will like drop a little performance. So which means it's here like 2 times 8 gig equal to 16 gig also, but it is usually better than 1 times 16 gig direct of the RAM. Yeah, so if you want go for the better performance, then you just install like 8 gig on the RAM slot there, and then you will get the better performance here, better than like you direct upgrade to 16 gig but only like play in 1 RAM slot there. Okay, so for the next one is you have to check for upgrade slot. So which means is like, because some of the laptop have the solder RAM, which means it is not upgradable. It is built in on the motherboard, so there is no extra RAM slot that let you have to upgrade your RAM and get a great multitasking. Yeah, so only have extra slot for easy expansion. So when you are purchasing a new laptop or the refurbished unit, just make sure with the sales advisor, is it the device is upgradable? Yeah, if there is no like the extra slot, RAM slot or the storage slot, then you have to reconsider, is it like enough for like bear your working load. Yeah, because the nowadays the 8 gig is minimum already kan, but in the future maybe like 12 gig or even the higher speed already. Yeah, so if you want a higher size means the bigger size means, yeah, so you have to make sure your device is upgradable, and then you just can reconsider to purchase it. Yeah, so it's just good for the long-term use. Hello Crispers, hello, welcome to the live. Okay, So at teratech, we also offer the free checking before you buy the RAM. So which means like if you are like wondering if your device is upgradable or not, then just drop the device at our shop, and then our technician will check for you if there is any extra RAM slot that is let you to install another one to upgrade your RAM means. Okay, so no worries, just drop at our shop and then we will check it for you before you buy the RAM. Okay, and we also help match and install compatible RAM for your device. So which means is not you to choose the RAM speed or the RAM type for which is that compatible for your device, but we will like automatically like get you the great advice like install the compatible RAM that is for your laptop model. Okay, so you don't need to worry about the compatibility, we handle it for you. Okay, so anyone watching now, drop your laptop model and I will try to help you check the RAM availability here, compatibility. Yeah, don't hesitate to drop your comments down below. Okay, so for the part 2 here is about the RAM vs VRAM. Yeah, so what is the difference there? The RAM is stand for like the memory for general processing. Yeah, so that one it is used by your CPU to run the apps, load the website, and also to open the files. So needed for multitasking and general use only. Okay, while for the VRAM, that one is memory for graphic processing. So that one is the dedicated memory in your GPU graphic card. Okay, so that one is used for like the gaming, video editing, or the 3D rendering and others. Yeah, so the VRAM is means like to help load the high res texture in the games like that. Yeah, but why people will like get confused? Hello Jessie, I see you again. Okay, so why people will always get confused about the RAM or VRAM here? Hello Max81, hello, welcome to the live. Like and comment down below if you have any inquiries, and help me to share this live to your friends and family, family out there. Okay, so why people will get confused about the RAM or VRAM here? Because both are type of memory, which means that is the RAM, but it is only like used by different components. But increasing the RAM will not like help your if your GPU is weak or has a low VRAM here. And similarly, like having a strong GPU will not like doesn't fix the low system RAM issue. So which means like it is not related. RAM is working for the multitasking, is like the general use only, but the VRAM is like for you to have the gaming, video editing, 3D rendering that I have mentioned just now. So and it support the GPU, the graphic card here. Okay, so when you have to upgrade the RAM or the VRAM, so if your situation is according to like during multitasking, you have to upgrade the RAM, not the VRAM. Okay, and if you are like during the video editing, maybe you can upgrade the RAM also or no. Yeah, but you for sure have to upgrade the VRAM here. Okay, and if you are lag in games, low FPS means like if the FPS has dropped already, then your performance in the gaming on then will be like drop also, like will be lag, freeze, and it will like very drag your mood as well lah. Because if you are a gamer, then for sure you will like expected that your device can support the higher performance to get better experience on gaming, right? So if your VRAM is low and then you have to upgrade the VRAM, So that one can like help you to get a better performance in your gaming. Okay, but if you are led by browsing with 50 tabs, so this one is related to the multitasking as well. So at this moment you have to upgrade the RAM, not the VRAM. Okay, VRAM is only for support the GPU and also like the higher program that you want to use, then you have to consider to upgrade the VRAM. Hello KSJ, hello, welcome to the live. Okay, so at teratech here we also will like check if your problem is RAM related or GPU related here before recommending any upgrades. Okay, some laptop will like allow the external GPU setup, so maybe we will throw like the eGPU dock if needed. Okay, so no worries about that. If you have any inquiry, just drop the device at our shop and then we will check it for you for free before you purchase. Okay, so for the part 3 here, why upgrading the RAM is a good idea. Okay, so for the first one is, if you upgrade the RAM, like nowadays is the minimum requirement is 8 gig, right? If you like maybe the 8 gig or more, then you will get boost the performance instantly direct. Okay, but you have to make sure that you are already using the SSD for the storage. Okay, if you are still using the HDD, so if you want to know the storage and RAM, what is the difference there, just comment down below and then I will explain it to you next. Okay, so for the storage and RAM are the different thing. The storage is like store your operating system file, so that one is long-term storage, and then if for the RAM it's just the short-term one. Yeah, so that one is like only if it's like you already shut down your laptop or device, then the RAM will be get the rested, but it will not like working anymore. So if for the storage, if your laptop is slow to booting up and you are still using the HDD, so that one you have to upgrade the storage first before you consider to upgrade the RAM. But just hello, thank you for the rose. Okay, so you just make sure that you are already using the SSD, but if it's still lagging, then you have to see the task manager there. Is it like still using the 4 gig only of the RAM? Then you have to consider to upgrade. Yeah, so if you want to get a better performance or more smoother, then just go for the higher size. But you have to know that what I have mentioned just now, you have to know that the maximum RAM capacity of your device here. Yeah, because if for the normal laptop, maybe the only support up to 8 gig or 16 gig here. Yeah, but if your device is the high end, or for which means it's like the gaming or for the gaming or high performance devices lah, so it will like support up to 32 gig or more. Yeah, so this one you have to know also the maximum of RAM capacity before you upgrade the RAM. Okay, so the more RAM equal to more workspace for your system. Sorry. Okay, and you will notice like the smoother performance with more apps open. So if you have to like check with your task manager there, and then you see if the memory usage is already like reach the active percentage and above, then that means it's time for you to consider to upgrade your RAM already. Okay, so for example, like from 4 gig to 8 gig, so that one is you can like have the noticeable difference already. Yeah, very clear one. Okay, so for the 4 gig RAM that is still running with your device, is like very heavy to running at all lah. So that one is not recommended. And even if the device is running heavily for the long-term use, then it will like slowly to get effects on your motherboard, like so tired to running, and then get effect on it the motherboard short circuit or how. So at that time then you will get the higher cost to get repaired. So better if you see like there is something wrong on your device, maybe not only the RAM, but you like seems notice the cooling fan has some sound, and then you just like been quiet a while, then for the last service like that then you have to do the service already, because the cleaning service actually is recommended for every 6 months. Yeah, so if you have like noticed something wrong of your laptop or the device there, just ask us, and then we will get you the answer your inquiries and concern there. If it's like needed to send to our shop, then just drop for us, and then we will check it for you. Okay, so if the problem is no fix, then no payment. Okay, that one is our priority also. So if you want to get the better gaming experience here, games today require at least 8 GB RAM or even a 60 GB RAM already, 16 GB RAM. Yeah, so for the optimal gaming means is here like 16 GB RAM is the new standard. So that is what I mentioned just now. 8 GB RAM maybe for the game that is not like really popular and then will not have the good graphic quality like that. Yeah, just for the normal play only. But if you go for the hello Abang Nong hello, welcome to the live. But if you are the gamer, heavy gamer, 16 GB RAM and above will not like regret if you upgrade it, or even maybe need the 32 GB, so you will get the better performance here. So by the way, it will like to say the RAM actually does not increase the FPS directly, but it is prevent the stuttering. If you want to say like the FPS is it drop or increase directly, then that one is related to the few factors also, not only the RAM but also the temperature, your storage is it enough, big enough, and then to running. If your storage is almost like full, reach the full capacity already, then it will like slow down your laptop to running as well. So that one will also affect on your FPS performance as well. Okay, and if you want to improve the productivity, so this one is maybe for like the students, especially when they are doing the assignment at the late night like that can. For sure you have need some wipes that can like support up your late night to do your assignment ongoing and until like complete kan. So if you are using the Excel, the Chrome, and then you want to open up the YouTube, maybe like to relaxing your mind, to have a great vibes that to keeps you going on doing the assignment there, and then maybe you have the Zoom at the same time also with your friend to discuss the assignment kan, and maybe the assignment also related to the editing software if your field is above the editing. Yeah, so at that time you will need the more RAM already. Hello Tombak Emas, hello, welcome to the live. Okay, so you need the more RAM, then that is good for your multitasking. Okay, so for the content creators here is means like the influencer, the YouTuber like that, because that one is like always get to open up the editing program or software here, right? So 16 GB and above is essential already for you to running the program. Okay, so that one will be like smoother your work, will not like drag your time at all lah. Okay, so for the next is why you have to upgrade your RAM, because it will like future proofing. So the future proofing is here means like the Windows 11 because the Windows will be like getting updated, right? So the Windows 11 is more demanding than Windows 10 already. If your device is using Windows 11, then you have to check with your memory usage. Yeah, actually, even I say like if your memory usage has reached 80% and above, then you have to consider upgrade the RAM. But if you're actually in the real time, if your RAM is like reach the 60% and above, then actually you have noticed that it is like a bit slow already when you open up many tabs at the same time. Yeah, so if your memory usage here and you feel like something is lagging, then you have to consider, because the Windows 11 is more demanding than the Windows 10. Okay, so the RAM upgrades will also help extend your laptop useful lifespan by 2 to 3 years. Okay, so what I have mentioned just now, if your RAM of the size of the RAM is not enough like support up your workload, then it will like make your device to running heavily every day, like long term, for the long term use, then it will like get your device get affected as soon as possible, like overclock already. Yeah, so if you upgrade the RAMs and then let your device is not like running heavily, then your laptop also can get a greater lifespan, maybe by 2 to 3 years more. Okay, if you get a great maintenance, even the like do the cleaning service consistently for every 6 months, that one also will like help you to extend the laptop useful lifespan at the same time. Okay, so for the next is, it will like fix the lag without changing the whole laptop. So many users think like they need a new laptop, when in fact actually just a RAM upgrade is enough. Yeah, so before you want to like change the like you want to change the new laptop like this, purchase a new laptop lah, because you think like it's slow, it's lagging, like like cannot reach your expectation already. But you see your hardware spec first. Yeah, just go for the hardware spec first. Is it like upgradable? If it's like can get upgrade, yeah, like the storage, the RAM like that, then actually you will like get a new laptop look like. Okay, not necessary you have to changing the whole laptop here. Okay, so if you upgrade the RAM, then it will like save the hundreds of ringgit by upgrading, but not replacing, unless you want to have the great quality of GPU like that, the higher spec of the GPU, then maybe that one is cannot like upgrade the processor, the GPU, because these two components that could not upgrade on your laptop. So if you want to have a greater like, hello coffee, thank you for the like. So if you have any inquiries, just comment down below and help me to share this live to your friends and family out there. Hello Ice Peach Tea, hello, welcome to the live. Okay, so it is not necessary to changing the whole laptop, and maybe the storage and RAM is just upgrade, then it is not look like the new already. It will like run smoother already. Okay, so for the teratech tips here, we provide the forever RAM upgrade and also check the compatibility on the spot as well if you need it. Okay, we will check for the compatibility. It means like the speed, the RAM types that is compatible with your laptop device here. And also we will check for the RAM slot, if there is like extra RAM slot that is upgradable. Yeah, we will check for it for you as well. Okay, before proceed to RAM upgrades. Okay, so just come visit us at the Kompleks Karamunsing here if you have like any concern about that. Okay, so I have finished cover for the RAM here, and then if you have in any inquiries about the RAM or any other related issues that according to your laptop, then just comment down below. I will answer you one by one here. So I open up the Q&A section here, and then you feel free then just drop your comments down below for around like 5 minutes Q&A session here. Okay. That's okay to check them. The RAM status means like is it like 40 or not, is it? Or you want to know the usage or what? Hello, Sing Kyle. Jessie, thank you for the love. Hello, yeah, 40 or not. If for the 40 or not, then you have to do the memory test. Yeah, do the memory test, and then the system will like scanning for your RAM, then is recognize if your RAM is 40 or not, like because if the RAM is 40, that maybe will like causes your desktop is maybe blue screen, black screen, or even like cannot booting up at all. So yeah, so if your laptop has facing these issues, then we will go for the RAM test, memory test means, and also the storage health status, and then we check one by one. Then we will see what is the main factor that causes your laptop that facing the issue here. Okay. Could you guys listen to the music right here, the BGM? I need some vibes also, so that's why if my device is like running with the lower size of the memory, then he will like very lagging. Yeah, so just let's say like my device is 16 gig, so now I open up many tabs right here, and then it just like use up 42% of the usage here, so it would not like very heavy for the device to running here. Okay, so yeah, if you are the type of the user that you want to use many tabs when you are doing on your work, then you have to consider to upgrade your RAM, and then to get a better performance, because if the performance is not like reach your expectation, for sure you will feel like frustrated when you are doing your works, right? Okay. Berapa harga upgrade the RAM laptop? If you want to know the price of RAM to upgrade, then kindly to capture your task manager there, and then we check for you the RAM that is compatible with your device. Yeah, because the different RAM speed, then it will like offer the different price also. So the higher speed of the RAM, then will like cost higher also, because that one is the newer generation, right? So it means like that. Okay. kalau beli RAM dari luar, minta kami pasang boleh. Ada apa tips beli RAM online? Boleh juga kalau kamu mau beli RAM dari luar, lepas tu kami install, tolong pasang. So the install fee also we will charge for the labor fee is like around like 100 ringgit Malaysia ya. And apa tips untuk beli RAM online? If you are more prefer the purchase online, then as what I have mentioned just now, then you're gonna make sure that your RAM speed and the RAM type that is compatible with your device. Yeah, so the RAM speed is means like the 3200 megahertz, that one. If you are unsure, then you just capture the picture for us and then we check for you. Yeah, but before that, you also need to make sure that your laptop is actually has the extra RAM slot, so you will not like waste your money and then actually your device that is not upgradable. Yeah, okay. Any tips? And then you have to purchase online from the mall seller and then ask for the warranty if they have provide the warranty, because this kind of the tech part, then it requires the longer warranty if needed here. So if there is any problem with your parts that you have purchased with them, then you can claim the warranty with them also. Okay? So from the mall seller maybe will be more trusted and reliable. So at this thing, then you have to research on their rating also. So if they have the higher rating, then maybe you can consider to buy from them. Hello Bear, hello, welcome to the live. Hello JC Lau. Okay. Yeah, choose your preferred language. Bahasa Malaysia, English or Chinese. Yes, because I am available in these 3 languages. So if there is any language that you are more prefer, then just let me know. Okay. Okay. By the way, I want to cover for the SSD as well, because just now I have mentioned about the storage also. So the storage and the memory and the RAM are the different things. Okay, so for the tips for choosing the right SSD here is like, because in today's computing world, and the speed and reliability are crucial. Why is crucial? So whether you are using a desktop or a laptop, one major upgrade that make a huge performance difference here is switching from a traditional hard disk drive, which means is the HDD that I have mentioned just now, and then to a SSD. Yeah, so the HDD is a traditional hard drive here, so that's why it's like very slow to booting up at all. Maybe if your laptop is slow booting up, not only lag, then you have to check if your device is still using the HDD. Yeah, so if your device is still using the HDD, then for sure it will like causes your laptop booting up very slow at all, not only lagging. Okay, so however, not all SSD are created the equal. So if you are buying the wrong one, like maybe there is like the factor reason that has mentioned want to purchase online so if it's like related to the SSD as well, you want to purchase online, then you're buying the wrong one, then might lead to the compatibility issues here and or underperformance. So let's write down the key factors that to consider when you choosing an SSD that suit your needs. Okay, so for the first, you have to know your SSD types, SATA or NVMe M.2. Okay, so there are two main types of the SSD commonly used of the device here. So the first one is SATA SSD. So the SATA SSD, that one is very common, like for the laptop that is longer generation also will use the SATA SSD that is available for the slot, or even like if your laptop is still using the HDD, then we can install the SATA SSD because the size is the similar 2.5 inch. Okay, so uses the same connection also, so what I mentioned just now as a regular hard drive, and but the SATA SSD actually will be like slower than NVMe, but it is still like much faster than the HDD. So that's why you have to upgrade to SSD to get a better performance here. And this type of the SSD SATA 2.5 inch, that one is compatible with almost all laptop and desktop here. So that's why I have mentioned just now lah. Okay, so this one is ideal for the older system or budget conscious user here. Yes. Okay, so if you and the another type is the NVMe SSD M.2. Okay, so the M.2 slot, that one is connect the slot on the motherboard. Same with the SATA SSD as well, connect to the motherboard. And this type of the SSD M.2 will be like much faster read and also the write speed. Okay, so it can be like 5 times to 10 times faster than the SATA SSD, the speed. Yeah, so this one usually the more newer version of the newer manufacturer of the laptop, then that one will be available in the slot that let you to upgrade as well. So this one is for the modern laptop and gaming or workstation PC, so will be like available on the motherboard there to upgrade. Okay, and this one is ideal for fast boot time and quick app loading and video editing. And even the M.2 now also like offer with a different generation already, like if the latest generation is like Gen 5 if not mistaken, so that one will be like more faster. Yeah, the higher generation then will the higher speed also of the SSD to read your data and booting up at all. Yeah. Okay, so check your motherboard or laptop spec that to see it is like support the M.2 NVMe or not, because not all devices do. So as what I have mentioned just now, the 2.5 inch SATA SSD, that one is common for most of the device because there it is still support like the older system or the manufacturer of the device here. Yeah, so if for the NVMe, you have to check first maybe if there is any extra RAM storage slot that is support. Okay, and second, you have to consider the storage capacity that you need. So just ask yourself then, what will I be using this SSD for? So for some, because for some user maybe the device has 2 storage slot, so not the 2 storage slot, so means like the older version of the laptop, right, has the CD-ROM. Yeah, so the laptop has like the CD-ROM, then we can replace the HDD inside there, and then like upgrade the SSD on the HDD original place there. So means like you have two storages. So at that time you can just like purchase the smaller size of the storage capacity, which may be like 128 gig, just like to store your operating system like that, to running, to get a faster boosting up like that. Yeah, some of the user will consider like this, and we will like suggest also, because that one will be like more saver for like within your budget, because you not need to like do the data backup and restoration, and even if you can have full storages on your laptop. Yeah, so that one we will recommend to the customer if the device is allow us to do such kind of the upgrade here. Hello Muhammad Nizam Shah, hello, welcome to the live. Just help me to like and share this live to your family and friends out there. I appreciate it much. Okay, so here is a basic guideline. Like for the storage size is like, as what I have mentioned just now, 120 gig to 256 gig. So that one is best for the basic tasks, like store the Windows OS operating system and the light apps only. Hello Mi Jie 90, hello, welcome to the live. So you are just like for study use and not for the program, like the heavy program kan, like the editing kan, like just go for the Microsoft Office use only, then you can consider the storage size is the smaller size, like 120 to 256 gig. But the most of the supplier nowadays is like not even like carry on with the 256 gig below that size. So means the 256 gig is the minimum already that they are carry on. Yeah, so if you are the gamer and you want to use the storage for the gaming and heavy software like Photoshop, AutoCAD, storing the videos, then you go for the 500 gig to 1 TB to store your data and OS at the same time. So that one can long term use, not just for the short term, unless you have few storages, like for the desktop PC like that kan, and then there has some extra slot that is available for you to upgrade the storage. So maybe you have the 1 TB, both storages at 1 TB, and then just accidentally that your SSD that is store your operating system is 40 already, cannot read at all, not accessible, so it makes the device cannot booting up. Then you can just like consider as the smaller size of the SSD just to store your operating system to running your device. Yeah, so you still have, because you still have 3 storages in your device there. Okay, and if you are professional use, like for the editing of server here and large media storage, then 2 TB and above, that is you have to go for it. Okay, so it's always like good to leave like 20 or 30% like free space on your SSD, so for the optimal performance and longevity. So if it's like almost reach the full space of your storage already, then your SSD cannot like running like optimum already, so it will like slow down your system as well. Okay, so for the third is you have to check the SSD speed ratings as well. So the speed matters, right? That's why you have to upgrade the SSD. As here is what you look for, and then like read the speed, how fast the SSD open files or boot the system here. But above the write speed here is like how fast it can save the files or install the software. Yeah, Okay, so for the type picker speed, like SATA speed is like 500 MB per second. But if your motherboard is support up the NVMe, means the M.2 SSD, then will be like up to 3500 MB for the second or more, per second or more. Yeah. So a faster SSD will be like reduces the loading time, lag, and improve the productivity as well, because you can get the very fast speed up like that time. So that one is especially for the creative work or gaming here. Hello Tim. Hello, welcome to the live. And if you are purchase the SSD, for sure you have to consider about the warranty and brand reliability. So just choose the reputable brands like the Samsung, Kingston, Crucial, WD, like that, Adata. So these brands usually like offer 3 to 5 years warranty and have better build quality, and also the controller chips and firmware support. So if you are go for the SSD brand that maybe is not the common brand, then it will like get faulty as soon as well. Yeah, so if you really want to have a long-term use, just go for the reputable brands. Then you just use up like 3 to 5 years, you will no go wrong. Okay, but even if like the reputable brands that you purchase, you also need to do the data backup regularly. That one is recommended. Okay, just in case that your storage has faulty and we cannot access your data at all. Okay, so just in case. So avoid the unbranded SSD or those with unclear specification, what I mentioned just now, because they may fail quickly or not deliver the promised performance. Okay. Okay, so for the next point is about like upgrade or external use. So if you want the SSD is for use internally, internal SSD is means like ideal for upgrading your OS drive for faster boot and performance, which means like you upgrade the HDD from HDD to SSD. So that one is internal SSD, because that one is to store your operating system like that. So you can to get the faster boot and performance here. And if for you purchase the SSD is for like external use, then it is like great for the portable storage, because it is like portability, like very small size only. Then you bring wherever that you want to go, then you just like plug into your like connect to your device there, then you can reach your data already, access your data here, can back up, and then you're transferring the large files like between the devices. So the SSD not even like to upgrade on your device internally, but also can use for external use as well. Okay, like to store your data. Okay, so final tips before you buy the SSD here is like you have always confirmed the compatibility with your device. What I have mentioned just now, if your device motherboard is support up the SATA or M.2 NVMe like that, you have to make sure about that. Okay, and you have to decide your storage needs realistically. Okay, choose based on usage. If it's like for general gaming or content creation, you have to choose based on the usage as well before you purchase the SSD. And don't be tempted by cheap brands with no reviews or warranty. So just go for the reputable brands, okay, like Samsung, Kingston and all. And then you have to compare the speed ratings as well. Okay, so at Teratech we also offer the services, the SSD upgrade. Okay, so our SSD is the original brand, like genuine SSD from trusted brand, and then it will like including the installation services and then we will like get advice on your compatibility and performance as well. And for sure, after sales support and warranty handling that we offer to you. Okay, so no worries about that. Okay, so I have finished cover for the SSD as well. So now you know what is the difference between SSD, as to the storage, and RAM or not. Yeah. But if you still like not really sure, then just WhatsApp us and then get more details. Okay, I'll take a break for a while. Okay. So we are not going to waste of the time here. Then we just direct go for the 15 solid reason that why you have to choose teratech, yeah, to serve for service your device here. Okay, so the first one is because we have the 5-star Google rating here. This may sound simple, but it means a lot actually. We have been blessed with a consistent 5-star rating on Google here. So this reflects like how much our customer is appreciated, not just for the repair, but the honesty, speed, and clarity that we give for our customer here. Okay, so some customer even like leave the long reviews, like really thanking us for helping them in the services that we have done for their devices. Okay, so it shows the how much us value is being treated fairly. Okay, either you are the new customer or regular customer, we treated fairly only. Okay, and second, because the customer service handled by the owner himself. Okay, so at teratech here, usually the other shop, the boss will be like offer the customer with like 3 to 4 contact number, like to ask for the update. But at teratech, we only have a single contact point. Here is like, here is the compartment, first compartment here that we have mentioned, that is our only single contact here. Then, and whenever like you message or call us, actually you are speaking directly to the shop owner. Okay, so it's not the, it is like you're talking to the staff, and then maybe because we don't want to have the some miscommunication out there, so that's why the customer service is handled by the owner. Okay, we don't believe in just handing over customer to random staff. Yeah, so from the moment you step in, whether to ask a question, drop off your device, or check the repair status, and we will always be with you because we will update you regularly here. So this way there is no miscommunication and no chasing down the for update. You don't need to like worries about the current status of your device if you drop off at our shop here, because we will update regularly, and also we will also give you the permanent solution for your device. Yeah. Okay, and for the next point is like the lifetime support here. Okay, the lifetime support, either you are the after sales support or how, then just let's be real, like sometimes the issue may come back maybe after you collect the devices, but if they do, then our door is always open for you, either whether it is the after sales or for the lifetime one. Yeah, so if you are new for the issue, then we will just open for you to ask, and then we will solve it. If we can like assist from online, then we only assist, but if we cannot, then kindly to drop your device for us, and then we have a troubleshoot like physically. Okay, so we respond very quickly and take priority for you. Okay, we will not like make you fill the form or wait a week for reply and you just WhatsApp us, then we will like sorry out. Okay, so ever there is a customer ever share to us like she has been ghosted by a shop after repair. Yeah, so that is a very bad experience of her, and then she is very appreciated that we are responsive then and have a fast replies according to her device there. Okay, so next is about the real repair videos on TikTok. So if you are follow our TikTok, thank you. And those laptop cleaning, thermopast and motherboard repair videos are real cases from our shop. So if you like ever visit our TikTok profile, and then you will see there are a lot of video that is actually the real cases from our previous customer, because we will like provide the short clip video to customer for each service that we have ever done for their device there. So just let them see that is our work proof here. So just in case like in the future there is no any like issue like sum up like this, because there is a proof that we have do our own work. Okay, so this one also will build the trust between the customer and us. Okay, and next we have the well organized and informative website here. So we invested the time and effort into our website, not just for promotion but also to educate and build the credibility here. Okay, so if you want to visit our website, there is a second compartment here, www.teratechkaramunsing.com, and then you will find out the actual past work that we have done, article that we update regularly, and also the proof of our business license and training. Okay, so what does mean is like the actual past work that we have done, because we have offer the services like supply and IT program also. So for each work that we collect with the government sector, then we will post up our picture and as the proof at the gallery there, so you may check it out. Okay, so if you are wonder, yeah. Okay, for the next single contact point, as what I have mentioned just now, because the customer service is only handled by the shop owner himself, so we have only one single contact point and that contact number is active. So as long as you are message us within our operating hours 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., then we will respond to your inquiries and concern there. Okay, so no worries that maybe you worries that you will get ghosted, okay? So no worries about it. It's at the teratech here. Okay, next, certified and trained technicians. Okay, so what does this mean? Okay, so what does it mean like the certified and trained technician? Because we don't hire the random people and just throw them into the repairs. Every technician is trained and evaluated. So the shop owner himself will train the technicians either from the technical work or also the soft skill. So the soft skill is including the communication skill, the marketing skill, and then how to serve the customer in the right way, the correct way, professionalism. All of this will be trained by the shop owner, because when the customer is walk-in and then they will direct to our staff. Yeah, that's why we have to train them how to speak to customer in professional way, and then how to explain the issues in a non-technical way, because if we use the technical way to explain the issue to the customer, for sure the customer will not like understand what we are saying about, right? So and for sure how to admit a mistake if needed here. So because we want our team is to represent the brand with integrity here. Yeah, whether it's just a junior technician or the owner. Okay, for the next point is what is the special about the teratech here? Because the fast turnaround time. Fast turnaround time is like we have our standard time frame is 3 to 5 hours, and then if it's like can be done within the 3 to 5 hours, then we will like inform the customer for ready to pick up. And then if there is any additional time, then for sure we will inform the customer as well, so the customer will not like just simply waiting and wondering is it like can be done at the same day or not. Yeah, we will like update the customer regularly here. So for the next one is the regular update to customer, as what I have keeps like mentioned before this, right? So most of the customer leave the review at our Google. Hello Fatlina, hello, welcome to the live. Okay, so most of the customer that leave the review at our Google rating here is above di Karamunsing kan? Yeah, di Karamunsing, Kompleks Karamunsing di ground floor there. Okay, so most of the customer always like claim us, like they love how we always like updated them regularly, so they would not like wonder what is going on, whether the part is arriving or the repair is halfway done. May I know kalau kamu ada service RAM untuk Epic? Service RAM berapa? Okay. Maksud kamu untuk upgrade the RAM kan? Kalau for upgrade the RAM, kami kena check the RAM speed juga, either the DDR5. Okay, RAM speed juga. Kalau kamu available, then buka task manager, enter the performance tab, then kamu tekan tu memory, then kamu gambar. Lepas tu kami check stok sama harga bagi kamu. Ya, itu harga termasuk pasang sekali ya. Okay, RAM speed 4800. Okay, wait I check it for you on the spot right now. Okay, 8 gig for RAM speed 4 gig. Ya, bos boleh juga WhatsApp nanti kami untuk kami update esok tentang harga dan stok. Because we have crossed already kan, so I need to like double confirm with our staff as well for the RAM speed, that stock availability and the price as well. Kalau saya datang esok bawa laptop boleh kah? Boleh, welcome anytime, sebab kami buka setiap hari juga from 10 AM to 8 PM. Yeah, just bring your device and drop at our shop, then we will check it for you for free before you proceed the RAM upgrade there. Okay, hello Lukmanas. Yeah, just welcome anytime Fatlina. Okay. Okay, is there some more question here? If there is no question, then I will continue for the next point. Okay, so for the next point, what is our teratech special from other different shop here is because the owner also play as a role with as a consultant and trainer here. Yeah, so we don't just fix the laptop. Hello Ibrahim, welcome to the live. we don't just fix the laptops, and then we also have to offer the services like the IT program that I have mentioned just now. So now you can hear me. Okay, so I will continue. So what does I mean, like when you come to us, you are not slow down the BGM. Okay, so that's why when you come to us, you are not just getting a quick fix, and you are getting a big picture advice too, because we will give you the permanent solution for your device issue here to solve the device issue. So because owner as a consultant and trainer, for sure he is qualified to give the training here, and then he will give best advice like the permanent solution for your advice. It will not like wasting of your money to get just getting a quick fix here. Okay, so for the next is on-site service and free delivery. If you can come to us, we will just go to you. Okay, we will come to you, and because we will offer on-site checks, pick up and delivery as well. So for these three services, if you are not available to come to our shop, and then just let us know, then we will set up the time schedule to reach to your place. Okay, to either on-site or pick up and delivery. Yeah, so just let us know before earlier a day, then we can schedule up our time to get your devices to get repaired out. Okay, and even remote support for smaller issue. Yes, for the smaller issues, maybe it is related to the software issues, then our staff can access your desktop and access your device to get a remote support. As long as you just download any disk software and then capture the code for us to reach to your device, then we will report support from far. Means the online assist here. Okay, for the next point is because of the easy drop-off zone. We are located right at the front of Karamunsing, and you don't have to drive around looking for the parking if you don't want to wandering at the Karamunsing there. If you want to just drop off, our drop-off zone is the L1 entrance nearby the Mr. DIY entrance there. If you are not really interested to wandering at the Karamunsing, and you just want to drop off your device, just let us know, and then you let us know your car plate number, your car model and the color. Then our staff will pick up your device at the spot as well. So after that, we will send you the registration code, then you scan for it and then do the register like usually. Okay, and for next, we open every day as what I mentioned just now to the Fatlina user here, and then from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. we open every day, and including the public holiday as well, because we know some of the people maybe not available on weekday weekends because if for the weekdays maybe busy on the work, right? On the work must masing-masing. Yeah, on the wall. And then if for the weekend maybe busy for the family event. Second monitor ada nggak sana? Sorry bos, kami tiada jual yang monitor. Kami tiada jual. Okay, we open every day including the public holiday. Okay, by the way, thank you for joining the live uninterested.in. Okay, so for the next, organized and professional workflows here. So our workspace is not messy, even though like most of the people maybe thinks the technician workspace supposedly is very messy because technician, right? But no, we will like make sure the technician make the workspace is neat and organized. So we will like offer them also use the proper trays, anti-static mats, also the bubble foam for protection, especially for the screen, because the screen is very sensitive and then it will like get damaged if you are not like take it carefully, put it on the safe place like that. So the bubble foam is needed everything, and magnetic glue is for the screw on, no missing like that. Okay. And for the last point, why we are different from other shop, because we will hold the weekly meetings for the service improvement. We will like always for each week we will like to sit down as a team and discuss. One is the well part on the past week, and then what needs the improvement, and also what is the big feedback that the customer give. Yeah, so all of this we will like to have a discussion on the weekly meeting, so just to make sure that we can give a better service improvement for our customer here. Okay, so those are the 15 solid reasons that you have to choose the teratech, from service quality to trust and speed. And also if you have ever wonder like why go this shop, and now you know the difference here. Okay, so teratech is not just about the fixing, and it's also about the caring. That's why the customer always coming back to us. Okay, so if you have any question, you may comment down below. Just let me know if I can like answer your question or not. Thank you for the audience that's still staying with us. Thank you very much. So I will drag this live until like 11:30. Now it's 11:25. Hello, thanks for the roti canai again. Belanja the roti canai tiada kari. If no curry, then I want the susu manis. Yeah. Okay, so I will drag this live until like 11:30. If there is no question, then I will end up this live. Okay. So I will treat you a remix song here. Maybe can grant you a greater wife at this late night. Well, Jessie, are you still here? มีหายใจไหม? for the rose. How come you can get send the rose? That means why I cannot send. Thank you for the rose again. I love my dog. Yay for the ice cream cone. Is it because of the chat and quiet hot today? So you send me the ice cream cone here? Or you want to eat the ice cream later? Me Is there anyone know the Chinese here? Okay, so now reach at 11:30 already. So I will end this live, and then thank you for joining me today for this deep dive into like the RAM topic here. And then we have covered to how to choose the right RAM, the difference between RAM and VRAM here, and also the benefits of upgrading the RAM for your laptop and PC. Okay, so if you miss anything, you can just visit our website here, the www.teratechkk.com, and for the full articles. And don't forget to follow us for more live session and teratech. Maybe have the PC tips and the repair advice if your device feels like slow or laggy here. And then just come to teratech. We offer the free checking and also the expert recommendation, because our shop is as a consultant and also the trainer. So he will give you the expert recommendation and affordable upgrades here. So our location is located at Kompleks Karamunsing, Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. Operating hours will be like open every day, and then from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, so welcome anytime, and I will end this live. Good night, and everyone take care.